Hey all! Okay, so we're back!
Yep.
And yeah, in this,
Hello.
I said in the last part this will probably be the part with the first boss. I was mistaken, there's actually a bit more to go until the boss itself.
Ah.
But this place is kind of broken, because you see these rooftops make you slide. You can keep double jumping off it, so you can
Yeah.
sort of never fail.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Kind of a pretty big oversight.
Nice glitch game, well done. I assume that's a glitch. I doubt that's a design choice.
No. Sometimes you have to wonder what the beta testers actually complain about. I mean, it must be like things that are a million times worse if they don't point out the smaller things.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever played Spyro Into the Dragonfly?
Well, I've seen you play it.
Because there were 14 testers, and that game is awful.
Yeah.
Like, every new playthrough, you'll find a million new glitches. Ridiculous.
That's just insane.
But yeah, so I have no faith in beta testers unless the game is genuinely good, and I have utmost faith.
Yeah, pretty much.
I will not trust anyone to beta test except myself and people I rely on.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I was just trying to get these two Scooby Snacks up here, because if you don't do this trick, you can't get them unless you like use a warp gate and walk back here, which is kind of unfair.
Did you ever find out about going back through that door that I think we talked about in the previous episode, where we thought it might lead you back to the beginning, but we didn't know if it was a one-way door or not?
Yes, I found another one of those, and I thought, oh, maybe it'll take me to like a new section, like at the beginning. Maybe it'll have something new for me to explore, or just a tiny bit. No, it just takes you flat out to the mystery machine, and you have to use a warp gate to get back. I was like, okay then.
Wow.
But at that point, it didn't matter because I was right next to a warp gate when I went through the door, so I was just like, oh, regardless of what I do, I'll be able to make my way back.
That's good then.
The problem with this area is the water. It doesn't let you, because the water has really bad hit detection. It sort of doesn't let you use your charge ability much.
Oh, really?
Which is kind of annoying. But apart from that, it's a fairly fun area.
Yeah, I can see how that would suck. But yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Just the whole rooftop jumping.
Yeah, there's quite a few sections of rooftops, but after the first boss, I did mention at the beginning that the game's sort of Metroidvania. That after the first boss, it really gets a bit confusing, because if you don't really pay attention to everything around you, you'll probably forget where to go. Like,
right, yeah.
You remember there was that button we could smash.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like one of the things. There's nothing you can do except go there. And if you never went down that small path, you would not know that's where you have to go.
Yeah,
There's no way you could know that's what you had to do. So it's kind of challenging in that respect, because you wouldn't be able to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It almost makes me think of Super Metroid. You've played through it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. I remember the one part that stumped me for the longest time was when you had to use one of the super bombs in that glass tube.
Oh my god.
I don't remember the names of all the areas, so excuse me for that, but that took me so long to figure out.
You scared me, Giant Metroid.
Oh.
Dear Lord.
Yes. Man.
Oh my god, that thing. Oh, my Metroid Other M Let's Play was really funny, because you know, you have played it, haven't you? Have you played Other M?
No, I have not.
Oh, okay. Oh, I better not,
I haven't really touched too much on the 3D Metroid games. I've played all of the 2D ones.
The Prime series is good. I like the Prime series. I haven't played it much, but from what I have played, it's strange actually, I own it. But from what I have played, it's pretty good. And loads of people bashed on Other M because it was heavily, Samus didn't seem like herself, and like she was.
Yeah.
Like,
I know they tried the whole like she talked and everything.
Yeah, but I liked it. I liked how it worked. I think it was a good direction, but yeah. So that game basically, well, I'm gonna spoil it slightly. One of the scientists at the start is actually kind of evil at the beginning, because basically you test like super bombs and stuff in this room, to like a sealed room, so you can see if the weapon works and not hurt him. And he's just standing behind saying, oh, blah, 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 it's all good. Just like, I want to super bomb this guy. He looks like an absolute arsehole, and then it turned out he was. And I was just like, I fucking knew it! Why didn't I super bomb him when I had that chance?
Yeah.
I really wanted to. I was just like, he looks so menacing. He's definitely evil. I hate this guy!
It needs to be like one of those games where you can kill NPCs at any time.
Yeah, just hack the game. I can get behind you. There's actually 2 glitches in this part that I noticed earlier on. I'm not going to spoil them, but they have something to do with going through the floor.
Those are the best glitches. The ones that go through the ones that send you through the floor and you get stuck in the bed. That was hilarious.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's a worse glitch than that. It's not really a glitch. It's just an error on the creator's part and testers, for that matter. Hey, look, troll face.
Yes. That facing man.
Yeah, that face. Yes, we'll meet the Troll Master in part 7.
Yes.
Yeah, the first glitch is up this stairway, and I'll mention it when we start going upwards because I can't exactly remember which monster it was. But yeah, I can't remember which part it is. I think it's part 9, maybe 8. But there's a massive flaw that the creators or beta testers didn't notice, and I would be a great beta tester because I know what I'm doing.
I know, like
I know how to find things. Like if I was actually a beta tester, I would try and go for each wall to see if you can, because that's probably something which could happen if not tested thoroughly.
Yeah.
So
you would find every single glitch ever.
Yeah. Like, oh, I found this one. It's just like, how did you find? I'm that good. Yeah, it's one of the enemies up here. I think it's up here. I think it's not that one. I think it's an enemy just here. Notice the food it drops.
Yeah.
Go to the floor.
Through the floor. Yeah.
Look, at this point, I was just like, what? Where'd it go?
Like, why?
What just happened? So yeah, I go down here, get all that. You're supposed to use something to blow you up, but that works equally as good.
Exactly right.
And yeah, wait, there it is.
Fell through. It didn't fall through those stairs for some reason.
Yeah. I was just like, when I was just like, okay, it's gone, I'll never get it again. Then I came back, I was like, wait a minute, it's actually there. That was not expected. Yeah, and later on I think an enemy goes to the floor. I can't remember what happened. I'm pretty sure something else goes to the floor though. So, yay for floor glitches.
Yes. Getting stuck in the floor, falling through the floor, all that stuff.
Here's the floor's covered in tar, so you can't do it until you get the boots. Yeah, I assume at some point we get some kind of parasol item because yeah, the areas where like it blows you upwards because of winds and stuff. The caretaker later on says you need to be lighter on air to be able to use these things. So it's like, alright.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, so I assume you get some kind of parasol or umbrella or something that allows
some
you to do
crazy thing that will for some reason
crazy invention. So yeah, how much of Doctor Who have you actually watched now? Because I know you started watching it.
Yes, I started
because of me.
Yeah, it's all your fault. No, unfortunately, only the first 2 episodes still. I need to get on that really bad.
Yeah, how did you enjoy it from what you've seen so far?
Yeah, it's very good. Although it's definitely interesting. Because I mean, I never really knew how Doctor Who worked, and the Doctor, I believe it's the 9th Doctor in the season I'm watching right now. He's definitely a lot different than all the other ones.
Yeah,
as far as like personalities.
That's the good thing with Doctor Who. All their personalities have to be different to keep the show fresh.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, they can have hints of the old Doctors because it's the same person.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very clever in the way that it's.
I'm interested in seeing how all that works. Yeah.
You haven't seen the Daleks yet. You're gonna love that.
No.
Yeah.
I love them though because they're like the most talked about thing when it comes to Doctor Who.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be interesting to see your take when the Doctor changes because Christopher Eccleston, the 9th Doctor, is your first Doctor, and like everyone has a close connection with their first Doctor, but they also have their favourite. So there's the first and then their favourite, and so it depends on how you take to the other Doctors. But everyone loves David Tennant. Everyone says David Tennant's their favourite, which is the 10th Doctor. Mine is Matt Smith, which is the 11th, because he brings something to it which is very, very Doctor.
Yeah.
Don't like people don't associate him in this way, but it makes sense for him to be this way. So it's really good. Oh yeah. I noticed when going through here, if you look to the right when sliding down,
There's a kind of coin in there.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's cobwebs. I have no
Oh.
clue how to get there.
Yeah, I didn't see the cobwebs. I was just like, you're missing
Yeah.
it. But
Yeah, it's because the quality we have is really bad.
So yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea how to get that. I imagine game facts will be used at some point. Because I literally have no clue. I searched, I went through here a few times just to see if there is, like, I can go through the wall. No, not what I can tell.
Maybe
So,
maybe some crazy item at some point in the future.
Yeah.
There's no like inventory screen that shows like how many items there will eventually be.
No, there's not an inventory. Not that I know of. There hasn't been one. But there is an inventor, and we do see him after the first boss. Well, sort of. I say sort of. There's a reason for that.
See half of him. No.
He's a floating head. He invented a robot body for his floating head. No, that's not it.
No, it's gonna be through like a screen or something like that. I have my bets on that.
That is correct. Yeah, he's a TV screen in a barrel for some reason.
In a barrel.
Oh no, wait, no,
it's a new twist on the classic TV screen communication.
Yeah.
Put it on a barrel.
Yeah, no, it's not a barrel. It's a crate. The point stands.
Yeah, it's not normal.
Yeah, I think it's around here where a bat goes through the floor. Pretty sure it's around here. Yeah, I go back and then a bat appears if you go down the other path and it just goes to the floor, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure that's what happens. We'll soon see. I'm kind of interested to see this because I can't remember. Oh yeah, there's a lot of balancing stuff later on. Which is very... Oh, I really like the footprints going in the floor.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's something you wouldn't expect, I mean, considering it's...
Oh yeah, it's this bat. Here we go. There it is.
There it is, and then it's gone. It just just flows into the floor.
Like it just fell because it got hit or something, and then just landed in a place where no floor was scripted for enemies.
Completely like, wow. Like, why did that just happen?
Because I'm playing, that's why.
Exactly. It's so true. Teal is playing, everything will break. It's like,
So yeah, I can't actually remember what happens anymore. All I remember from this is the boss and the fish area with the raping whores, as I like to call them. It will make sense.
Okay. I'll have to see how that makes sense
when you see it. But that area is awful, and that's the place where I almost had to quit because I'm lucky enough to search every possibility to make sure I can get out of this and not restart the game.
Yeah.
I didn't want to restart the. It's like the bed's glitch. I tried for a good minute to make sure I didn't have to restart, although there was a save point right next to it. In the bit in the fish area, the save point's in room 1. I was in room 4, and that was the last room. It was the last thing I did in the final room of that area, and that area took me like 20 minutes. I did not want to redo it.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, but I hate those situations where you don't know if there's like been a glitch and you're stuck, or if there really is some kind of cryptic thing to do.
Yeah.
I remember I was playing Half-Life 2, and I hit this massive glitch where when you enter this room, the door's supposed to close behind you. But I entered the room, saw an enemy, so I quickly backed out, and the door closed without me in the room, and you had to do something in the room to get the door to open back up. So I tried for like half an hour to figure out what to do, and looking online and everything, and I eventually realized it was a glitch, but luckily there's a no-clip cheat, so I was able to just bypass it. But without that, I would have been toast and had to play replay the whole game.
That would have sucked. I have a question. We're gonna move on from Scooby-Doo. Question about Star Tropics.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. You know, I think it's chapter 3 when you go to that castle for women only.
Yes.
Yeah. Where do you go? Where the hell do you go? I got so lost when I was recording that the first time.
Okay.
The day before the recording screwed up. Also, in the emulator, that was the castle of Seizureness. Whenever I moved, the entire castle lit up in zigzags. I was like, oh, my eyes are actually dying. I don't know if it's the emulator or the game itself, but my eyes were dying.
Not usually. I've never had problems, but so you got to the castle, but did you get to the cemetery?
I went to the cemetery, but I couldn't figure out exactly what to do there.
Yeah, it's one of those it's one of those cryptic NES things where you could actually go inside one of the gravestones. And
yeah,
it led to one
I went in the gravestone. But that was literally, I went in a loop around that area in the gravestone level. I got to the end and it looped me out and there was nothing there, and I was very confused because they said something about a fortune teller or something, and there wasn't a fortune teller. Where was the fortune teller?
Okay, Startropics can be a really massive jerk, and I know why you kept looping around, because the ghost level actually has 3 false exits, which just kick you out.
Of course it does.
So you get like halfway through the level, and then you enter a room and you can't let the false exit, and it doesn't let you go back. So basically, it's like a trial and error. So you go, okay, this is not the right way.
They did that in I think it was chapter 2. Literally, like the final room of the area. I was just like, I wonder where the staircase leads, and I save stated just to make sure. And it took me to the entrance. I was like, oh, that's mean.
I don't know what they were trying to like prove by doing that. Like it's just like extra time. It's like, it doesn't really add anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, if you actually beat the ghost level, you would have got the crystal ball. And the fortune teller, it's actually, if you go to Shikola, which was the castle with all the girls, if you actually walked around the outside of it, you would have come to the fortune teller downstairs.
Outside. I thought it was the wall covering everything. I didn't realise that.